I do this like a crazy person for every trip I go on, even Europe. Welcome to the weekend, guys. I was like 90% sure that there was not going to be a vlog this weekend. I was thinking of putting up some janky video tomorrow because we've just been like hanging out. We watched Star Wars Episode 3, which was very good. I liked that one the best other than Empire Strikes Back. I like that one second best, I would say. And then we still have, what's the next one we're watching?
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi, and then we're gonna watch Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Oh, my arm isn't long enough to do this. Oh, here we go, here we go.
All right.
Woo. Oh, my forehead looks enormous. Anyway, basically, that was our day, and it was wonderful. And
for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. Okay, here's what, also, okay, wait, first. Look at Louis.
It's Halloween.
I put him in a hot dog costume. He loves Dan, you guys. He's always just like laying on him. Anyway, earlier today, because I was a lazy piece of garbage, I didn't feel like cooking anything. I was like, I'll just order stuff on UberEATS. And I was like, oh, do you feel like a burger? And it's like, yeah. I was like, this place looks awesome. Let's like order us like, I want a chicken fingers. So we go on this restaurant on UberEATS and we specifically order chicken fingers and fries and a burger, and one of the options on a burger is bacon. You'll understand why I'm telling you guys this. And then all of a sudden it gets here and the food was disgusting. Like, we were really trying to stay positive because it was expensive. So we were like, well, you know, it's like kind of fine or whatever, like not so bad. Like, I guess like the burger's not the best I've ever had, but it's not the worst burger I've ever had, etc. And then we finally like, I don't know, I was gonna leave a bad review for the restaurant on UberEATS, and Dan was like, I'm just gonna look it up on Yelp.
Oh, what's what people were saying?
Yeah. And he goes and checks Yelp, and it's a friggin' vegan restaurant. That's why the burger and the chicken fingers tasted so bad. I was like, these chicken fingers taste like cardboard, and they're shaped like rectangles. Like, it was so gross. Anyway, no offense if you're vegan. I'm sure there's some good vegan food.
The fries were good.
Yeah.
Not great.
Not great. Not
by
great
comparison.
even. That should be the greatest thing that they have. I know that there is delicious vegan food out there, but I also know that it's not the type of food that's pretending to be meat and tastes like it's freeze-dried.
Right.
So straight up, don't get mad at us. We respect your choice. I think it's totally admirable. I know that there's stuff that's totally delicious, but not from this spot, it wasn't.
No. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was all frozen.
Yeah. It was made from frozen. It was gross. Yeah. Anyway, the whole thing ended up being pretty gross. So, anyway, it was funny to realize that like we were such idiots, so we didn't like realize what that was until later. And then Dan checked the website, and it's like a bunch of like vegan jokes about meat
smug
eaters.
Vegan jokes.
Yeah.
Taking shots at meat eaters with like delicious animals.
Yeah. Anyway. To each his own, but I thought that website or the restaurant should have been much more clear that they were vegan and not like called things meat, because I was like, this is the grossest chicken I've ever had, and it turns out it was because it wasn't chicken at all.
If you look them up, they actually were quite clear with the fact they're vegan.
Yeah, but
they left no doubt about it.
But on Uber it was confusing. On UberEATS. Anyway, I'm gonna leave my UberEATS code below, and if you want to make my day, use it for UberEATS, because for every restaurant other than this one, it is amazing. I hate cooking. And if you use it, I'll get like, I don't know, vegan $15 burgers off. And then
more vegan burgers.
I'll treat us to something else.
I'm vegan now.
Yeah, we're actually gonna go to the grocery store soon so that like we can get
some kale.
No.
And sprouts.
No, it's like the only time I've attempted to like make or dial in something like healthy for us. And we were both like, ew!
Unintentionally, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I didn't try to order, I just did. It's
true. So we're gonna go. Louis is not feeling well today. He's been just like a little bit down, so we're also gonna go and get him some like really dry treats so that he can enjoy those. But yeah, read your UberEATS descriptors really carefully because otherwise you may end up ordering stuff and being like, this is the worst meat I've ever had. And it's because it's not even meat.
But also, they call them chicken fingers and it's not chicken. So
that's very odd. And I also find it weird that the burger, they were like, add bacon?
Yeah. They call it the classic burger. It didn't say hamburger. And normally they will say all beef burger. So it should have been a tip off the fact that there's no actual meat.
Yeah, and they said homemade cheese.
Yeah, homemade cheese, yeah, which is also... didn't taste like anything. The pickle was the only thing that tasted like anything.
Right. I'm not clicked order. Anyway, I want to remember that forever because it was almost worth it for the memory. Anyway, We'll see you guys at the grocery store. Welcome to the grocery store. The lighting in here is frightening. Anyway, is this coat flattering? No. Is it everything? Yes. It's voluminous. Anyway, we're just doing this. Hanging out in here like a couple of goons. We saw a couple of costumes on the way over here, which was kind of cool. But basically, we're just getting some goodies and some milk bones for Louie. Guys, I don't think Jose Batista is coming back to the Toronto Blue Jays. But I also don't want to like save this just for memory's sake. Look at all dusty. But he's so great. Hello. Dan got donuts. Anyway, we are going to watch a movie because it's close to Halloween. We thought we would watch like a cheesy, campy horror movie, and one that I remember watching when I was a kid was called Sleepaway Camp, and it's pretty gruesome. Good. But also very 80s, so it's probably kitschy. Did you ever see Dolls?
No.
Ooh. People's car broke down, they had to like go see, or the dolls came to life and stuff.
Of course.
It's a creepy old person's house. Anyway, I feel like horror movies in general are not very kind to the elderly. They always turn out to be like creepy or scary. Anyway, good night. Good morning, guys. Well, actually, I'm lying. It's the afternoon. We were really lazy today again, and it was excellent. Show everyone what you're eating, Dan. Guys, look what I got. Star Wars fruit snacks. Because I knew we were going to be watching more Star Wars, and I love a theme. Anyway, we are watching Dan's favorite football team, the Green Bay Packers. Go Green Bay. I have no investment in football, so I'm more than happy to take on your allegiances.
Perfect.
But it's funny, you like them, you like the Pittsburgh Pirates is like your secondary baseball team.
Yeah, they're like my National League team.
Yeah.
The Blue Jays are my team.
Yeah.
Number 1. And 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
Then number 4 is like the Pirates.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
How did you wind up with being a Packers fan?
I don't know. Just did. Brett Favre was my favorite player when I was younger, but...
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
Well, if you're from the Midwest, you have fellow cheesehead right here. And what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna go, well, Dan's watching a little bit of football. I'm gonna go, I'll show you guys my packing list for Disney, and I'll show you like how I pack and stuff, because I'm not gonna have another video going up next weekend, because as of Friday, I'm flying away.
All the way.
I'm gonna have fun, but I'm gonna miss you so much. Anyway, I'm flying away to Disney World, and I wanna make sure that I'm packing like I did for Europe, and I'm only packing the things that I need. And we have a big announcement. I'm pregnant, just kidding.
What? We do?
No, we don't.
Wow.
Can you imagine? Think of the views.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, that's not what's going on. We're going on a Disney trip together in January. I'm so excited. I'm very excited.
Good.
And Dan loves Star Wars,
I'm gonna
so...
lightsaber.
Yep, a lightsaber umbrella.
Gonna hunt a Wookiee.
Yep.
Gonna eat Wookiee meat.
Yep. Dan says we're gonna go meet, what's his name? Chewie.
Chewie.
Dan's gonna take him down.
Take him down. A lightsaber.
Run toward him.
That's right. Take him home. Fry him up. Wookiee meat for dinner.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the plan. So don't get too excited, because I don't know if there are gonna be vlogs from that trip, because we've never been on any trip together, let alone a trip to Disney World. So it could be a complete disaster. No, just kidding. It's more I want to like enjoy it and stuff. So who knows, there may be like pictures or something, but I don't know if we're gonna vlog that one. But I'm super excited about it, and I can still share with you guys about like packing and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Leave me a comment. Let me know how your week is going, because I love reading that. And Dan reads comments now too. He gets nosy.
That's right.
But also, you guys are like blowing up his ego because everyone's saying how handsome he is. Anyway, I will show you guys. You keep watching your football.
Alright, I will.
And then I will show you guys your Star Wars fruit snacks. Are they good? I bet they are, because they look like junk.
Still Darth Vader head.
Ooh, and it's purple.
It's purple.
Because he's a Sith something rather. A Sith Lord. Alright. I know what that stuff is now. Hold on, guys, I'm gonna open up. I'll show you my little like clothing spreadsheet, and this isn't done. I'm going to be making some adjustments. I have it in my Google Docs. Hold on just a moment. All right, guys, so this is my vacation schedule. I do this like a crazy person for every trip I go on, even Europe. For each day, I have my morning plans, my afternoon plans, and my evening plans, and that's good to be able to see. I have my fast passes, which also go in my Google Calendar, and then I have snack ideas. That way I can keep track of if there's stuff for... Oh, what happened, honey?
Nothing.
Some have with Green Bay. If there's stuff that I want to try, that I want to just like remember to try, I have it. Although I think I'm going to get rid of this because I'm so on top of that now. I don't really need that as a category. Then I have souvenirs. So if there's specific souvenirs I want from any park, I can keep track. And I have things in the past, like stuff I've put there is like the Starbucks mugs. Then I have, I'll scroll down. I have a space for the weather, which I fill out just before I go, so I have it as a glance. And then I have 2 different outfits set for each day. So that way I can look at a glance and say which hat or ears do I want to wear, what sweater, jacket, what top, bottom, bag, shoes, and then the same thing for the evening. And I find when I do that, especially on the Europe trip when I was away for 11 days, it really made it so that I was only packing the things that I needed, and my wardrobe was pretty modular. So that's basically how I plan outfits. And not just outfits, but it's also just kind of how I like plan out my days and know what to expect and where I'm gonna be. Like I said, I also use my Google Calendar, so it's not just that, but that's pretty legit. Anyway, I'm really, really excited. Like I said, I'm gonna miss Dad, but I'm also very excited to go on this trip. And yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. I don't know when the Disney vlogs are going to go up. That is TBD. I'm just gonna be focusing on having a good time and filming as much as I can, and then I'll worry about editing and putting it all up later. But I will see you guys real soon. Oh, and remember to follow my Instagram. It's Gillian at Home on Instagram. Follow me on Snapchat at Gillian Snaps, and follow me on Twitter at Gillian Tweets, because I'll be updating all of those from a trip, probably like constantly. Anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. Love you, bye though. It's really rainy, so we decided to do the teacups and Kim is driving them, and she doesn't suffer from